Well, hello and welcome, everybody. No funny business here. It is 100% business pants on Randy as Minnesota Vikings football on the air, online, and as you may have guessed, all across the SSN. Championship Sunday. The early game saw the Baltimore Ravens beating their division rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers, 61-24 to advance to their first Super Bowl in the franchise. And 2 out of 3 years in the AFC Championship game is not bad, one of them being a Super Bowl berth. And the other game, the late game tonight, sees Minnesota traveling to San Francisco, or San Fran, however you want to say it, to take on the 49ers. Let's get you back to the main screen. We'll do what we normally do and get you ready for a truncated kickoff moments away. We take a look at the injury report for both teams. The Vikings, hashtag must be nice to be us, 100% tonight for the first time this season in the playoffs. And Jalen Waddle down. The only way he sees the field again in the 2024-2025 season is if San Francisco can put away the Vikings and advance to the Super Bowl. Jack Conklin, IR. He's out the rest of the way with a torn pectoral. So we avoid the Waddle in this one. Very serious affair. Randy Replay not joking around much, if at all. Minnesota's biggest game of the franchise. Both teams 13-4. Levi Stadium, the final game in that building, will be the biggest one for both of these teams in this franchise. Minnesota Vikings and San Francisco 49ers NFC Championship game. The winner meets the Ravens in the Super Bowl. My heavens, kickoff is next. Hello and welcome. Top teams in the NFC, Santa Clara, California. We do it one more time in this building. Last game takes place here tonight. NFC Championship game. Truncated broadcast for these user games. The NFL wants to get these out of the way. Minnesota in their purple bottoms. A rarity here, but it worked out the last time. And boom, the NFC Championship game is underway. Minnesota versus San Fran. Tyler Harrell will jump and kneel down. And out comes the Vikings offense against this very, very good 49ers team. From the gun, it's a give to Dalvin. Left side, he gets about 7. And that is how we will start the NFC Championship game. My heavens. The second play from scrimmage. Under center is Mahomes. It's a play action. Rolling. Mahomes will keep it. He'll get about 9, or 2 rather. 9 yards total, looking for that first down. Off the first 2 plays, now it's 3rd and 1. As the bell tolls, Mahomes stands in the shotgun. It's a turn. It's a give to Dalvin. Fred Warner can't bring him down. Dalvin bounces off the tackle, takes a big hit from Bosa, but for all intents and purposes, falls ahead for the first down. You're not going to hear it here in Santa Clara, but we'll pipe it in. The Baru hits. Minnesota first down, keeps the drive alive. Mahomes under center once again. It's a play action. Throw. Caught JJ. Oh, he absolutely missed tackle. He had an opportunity to get extra yards. Did not get his feet set in time to throw a little bit outside, and nevertheless will be a first down, Minnesota. Mahomes to JJ. We do it again, 1st and 10 from the 40. Dalvin. Just back up to the line. He'll actually gain a yard. So not just to the line of scrimmage. He will get 1 yard here. 13 minutes already gone in. Actually, 2 minutes already gone in this game. Randy's a little excited here. Here's the snap. Mahomes to throw. Open Odell Beckham left side. He'll get about 6 to 7 yards, and this will be 3rd and 3. So 3rd and 3. Ward on the tackle. Big 3rd down for Minnesota here. From the 34. Mahomes talks to the offensive line. Gets the snap. Looks. He's flushed. Mahomes will pick it up, and a rare Mahomes run down to the 18. So Mahomes having to cart the ball or tote the ball himself. Pressure broke down a little bit, and he's able to get the 1st down with his legs. Mahomes stops his right foot, waiting the snap. He'll get it. It's a throw. Oh, JJ caught. Touchdown. We get a gritty against the Niners from Santa Clara City. Minnesota takes the 1st drive. I thought it was going to be overthrown. We've seen that from Mahomes. And it's a doink. We get a doink. And it's 6-0. So Minnesota will take the lead, obviously, but you wanted 7. Either way, 6-0 bowl game. GG's indeed. So now another touchback for Greg Joseph, and we get to see Trevor Lawrence and these, oh boy, I don't want to say it, red hot 49ers offense. And the way this defense has been playing, they need to play their best football here today and subsequently next week in the Super Bowl if we make it. Pesky end around is on. It's a fake. Give. Bijan Mustard only getting back to the line of scrimmage as he throws the ball down in anger. Andre Carter and a host of others there. So no gain. They'll have to do it again. Minnesota Vikings fan line showing up early. We do appreciate it. Lawrence from the gun gets the snap. Give to Bijan once again. He will get the 1st down and reset through the middle. Darian Chestnut with his 1st tackle in an NFC Championship game. Hopefully not his last. We'll see. Caleb Evans down to play linebacker. Lawrence from the gun gets the snap. Give to Mustard again. There'll be another 1st down up the middle. And this middle of the defense. We're becoming a broken record here the last half of the season. Oh my heavens. Lawrence from the gun again. He's going to keep it. He's going to throw it. It's batted away. It looked like a Caleb Evans sorry. No, that was a Caleb. Looks like a Caleb Evans drug the arm of the receiver. Oh my heavens. No flag. They're going to let these boys play here today. Minnesota press coverage across the board. There's the snap. Give Bijan. Wrap up tackle by Jordan Hicks, and it'll be a 1st 3rd down for either side for the 49ers offensively and Minnesota defensively. And here we go. The 1st 3rd down for this Vikings defense. The snap corralled. Looking, throwing. Caught. Chestnut is right there. But it will be Williams on the catch. I don't know how you play that any better. Middle of the field. And, oh boy. Oh boy. So a good play, good ball by Lawrence, good route by Williams, and we do it again. Lawrence to throw middle, wide open cut. Pitts will get down inside the 20 to the 13. And another 49ers 1st down. You guessed it, through the middle of this defense. My goodness. Lawrence under center. Bijan the back. It is a give to the aforementioned Bijan. Missed tackle, and he gets carried down to the 1 by Harrison Phillips. Getting away from tacklers left and right. Minnesota switching up defensive plays. Lawrence from the gun. Robinson backfield to his right. Lawrence changing one thing. It's Bijan walks right in. And the 49ers will grab the lead if the kick is good. They get the Whirly Bird special going on. And Minnesota's defense, oh boy, they might not be up to the task here today. We have to face that reality. Snap spot kick. 49ers grab a 1-point lead. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left of the first quarter. And here we go. Big down for the offense, or defense rather. Lawrence from the gun. Snap corral. Tyreek Hill in the backfield. It's a throw. It's a catch and a first down fumble. It is picked up by Kendricks and Minnesota gets the ball back. That is what this defense is built upon, and they show it here. Eric Kendricks. And I do believe that was Awuzie causing the fumble. And Kendricks will scoop the ball up from in between the defender's legs. Or the receiver, excuse me, Mahomes. From the gun. Throws it up. Intercepted by Ward. So Mahomes will get a pick. Trying to throw it to the inside of JJ. Ward just undercuts the route, and Minnesota will spread their defense. The snap corral. Lawrence to throw. Deep. It's caught. Oh my heavens. Across the 40 to the 35. Williams across the middle. And they're going to go for it. So the Niners are going for it. Bijan, man in the backfield. Lawrence throws, and that's what you get for trying to go for it on fourth down. Awuzie with the pick. You got to take your points here in this game when they are available. Big game, big spot. Trevor Lawrence throws a pick. So again, Njigba coming up big. Mahomes gives to Dalvin, room middle. Dalvin down to the 2, first and goal, Minnesota. There's a quick no-huddle call. Mahomes will wave Njigba left to right. Doesn't have to wait for him to get set. And it is Dalvin stumbling into the end zone on a missed Bosa tackle. He got him in the shin, but Dalvin falls ahead. Minnesota up 12-7. Just got enough to... And Cody Mock is just losing this battle against Bosa. This to make it 13-7. Joseph's kick moves to the left, but it is good. 2 minutes left to play here, quarter number 1. That will come in the offseason, and that'll do it for the end of quarter number 1. Minnesota up, and a big third down here when we come back. The 3rd and 6. Lawrence from the gun. The snap corral. Throws middle. Caught. It's Tyreek. Nobody's going to be able to match his speed. Lewisine has an angle and will shove him out at the 5. And nobody on this roster can touch Tyreek's speed, and he shows it there. He shows it there. And it will be 1st and goal for the Niners. So here we go. Lawrence from the gun. Robinson behind him, or left, right to him, and he'll go down to the 1. So Bijan, 59 carries, 1 touchdown in this one. Minnesota, you got to be careful here. Lawrence under center. It's a quick throw. Tyreek Hill touchdown. Minnesota sends the house. Tyreek will do the backflip, and we are tied up. 1-point game pending the kick. So this to make it a 14-13 game. A snap spot kick. We run into the kicker. It is good for now. We'll see what they want to do here. They decline it, of course. So Mahomes from the gun. The snap is corralled. It's a pick. Lattimore, pick 6. So Marshawn Lattimore with a pick 6 in the championship game. He threw it behind Dalvin, or looks like he was going for OBJ. Either way, it is a pick 6. And oh my heavens. Daniel Carlson to kick him to a 21-13 lead. The snap spot kick. It is good. 21-13. So Mahomes making good decisions after the pick this drive. Now the I formation. It's a turn. It's a give. Dalvin Cook right side with blocking. Makes a man miss. Shoves his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dalvin Cook. Minnesota battling back with one of the toughest runs we've seen all year from Dalvin. With the kick to bring it within one. Once again, snap spot. Kick is away. Perfect. 21-20. Lawrence from the gun. Gets the snap. Throws middle. Caught. Wide open Tyreek Hill. And nobody can match Hill's speed. He's gone. Touchdown, Tyreek. Oh, my heavens. And Tyreek Hill. We just don't have an answer for him today. Averaging 22 yards after the catch. This to make it 28-20 with 10:01 left to go first half. The snap spot kick. It is good. To the Niners. Ryan right into punt, looking to pin him deep. And it takes a Minnesota bounce down to the 2. So down to the 2 we go. Minnesota's been in this position before. Need to be very, very careful not to overcommit here as they bring everybody into the box. Lawrence to throw. Quick throw. Caught Tyreek on Awuzie. And, oh boy. Lawrence from the gun. Gets the snap. Looks. Lawrence flushed. And it's Danielle Hunter with a sack. So Danielle Hunter with a sack. Minnesota will call a timeout. 5:58 left. He doesn't want to see any more time bleed off the clock. Kevin O'Connell calls for the timeout. 2 remaining in the quarter. Kick is away. And Danielle Hunter coming up big. There's Tyler Harrell spun down near the 4. Okay, they're going to put him right at the 45. I was going to say down. Does not get the ball back. They receive the first kickoff. So there's a fumble by Dalvin. And it's picked up by the Niners. Lawrence, seemingly the same look. To play action. There is a throw, a catch, and Addison will score. There is a flag, and it's holding on the Niners. Minnesota will drop DJ Wonnum in coverage across the middle. Lawrence to throw. And he goes down Andre Carter. So the bookends, Andre Carter will get involved. Oh my God, not again. Lawrence, the screen with room, and it'll be a Bijan Mustard score. They will do their motorcycle dance. And they will grab a 35-20 lead pending the kick. 2-score lead officially. Put them up by 15. Snap spot kick. It's good. 2nd and 3. Mahomes under center for this one. Gets the snap. As a man picked. In the end zone, no less. And, oh boy, McDuffie will get an interception. Tried to do a flip, and he turns it into a little pose there for the camera. That'll bring up 2nd and 3. Vikings showing blitz, bringing Kendricks to the line. Lawrence from the gun. Snap corralled. They back him up. Lawrence throws. Intercepted by Eric Kendricks. So the Vikings will get the ball back. 26 seconds left. They show blitz with Kendricks. There's a throw across the middle, and the aforementioned will get the pick. They pull him back, and he makes a play. So 26 seconds, 1 timeout for Minnesota. Mahomes from the gun. Flushed. It's a fumble. Picked up and run out of bounds by Cody Mock. I mean, oh boy. Vikings in a loose huddle. Looks like they're going to let the clock wear down without a play. So 35-20 after 2. NFC Championship game. My goodness. This will make it 3rd and goal. So a big 3rd down. Lawrence to throw. Throws. Batted away Witherspoon. So Minnesota will force a field goal attempt. Make it 38-20, 18-point game, 10:23 left to go, quarter number 3. The snap spot kick is good. So a huge 3rd down here for Minnesota. Mahomes from the gun, gets the snap. Quick throw. Caught Hawkinson, 1st down. No, this will not stand. He was down. This will not stand. Hawkinson was down when the ball came out. So it will not be a fumble. And Hawkinson will get the 1st down. Minnesota. Yeah, he was out of bounds before the ball goes out of his hands. This will get a booth review, as they're just signaling, and will be Minnesota ball, as stated by Randy Replay. Whole stadium saw it. They were in denial, and the refs will say otherwise. So here we are. 1st and 10, fresh set of downs at the 33. Mahomes from the gun. Gets the snap. Give Dalvin. Left side, room to run. Dalvin Cook's loose. Falls down at the 19. Minnesota will go no huddle. Mahomes from the gun. Sends in Jigba. Man in motion, left to right. Gets the snap. Another run, Dalvin middle. Big hits. Absorbed for 6. This will be 2nd and 4. So 2nd and 4, Mahomes stops his right foot in the gun. Gets the ball, throws middle, caught Dalvin! Down to the 1. I want to say he fell into the end zone, but no signal, no touchdown. Okay, a little late there, production truck. 1st and 10, or 1st and goal rather, from the 1. Mahomes tries to get him to jump. That never works. Give Dalvin. Dalvin, 3rd touchdown of the game, and Dalvin Cook, rather 2nd, will score for Minnesota. This to put them just down by 11 with a whole quarter and a half to go. Please, please, please. Kick is good. 38-27. Press coverage across the board. Lawrence to throw. And it's a sack, but there is a flag. What is going to be the flag now? It's Rashawn Slater holding, so Minnesota will decline. The Harrison Phillips sack will stand, and it'll be 3rd and 18. So Harrison Phillips. Minnesota can't match wits with the offensive coordinator, it looks like. They're playing deep defense here. Lawrence from the gun. They'll bring him in. And they'll bring him back out. Lawrence to throw. Caught! 1st down, Trevor Lawrence. Oh my heavens, Dalton Reisner will go down in the Jordan Addison 3rd down amongst a group of bodies for the Vikings. And my goodness, the best opportunity we got just sailed past us. We will give claps, of course, to the injured Niner, but I mean, come on, you just get a great play. Oh my God! It is just net with an NFC Championship pick. And just as we're done crap talking the defense, they come out, they make a play. Oh, Nelly. So Darian Chestnut on Williams. So the biggest down of the game, Mahomes under center. Looking around. Gets the snap. Got a man left side. You guessed it. It's Justin Jefferson for his 2nd gritty down in the Santa Clara City. Oh, goodness, Justin Jefferson. And Minnesota right back in this thing. What a ball this to put them down by 4 points with a whole quarter and change. Kick is away. It's nearly perfect. Greg Joseph. 34-38. 3:15 and quarter number 3. A lot of threes in that equation. We don't expect everybody to keep up, but if you do, you got the 3-3-3-3-3. Haha. Look at all those threes across the top of your screen. Anyway, we give the ball back on one of the better defensive possessions in this game. Minnesota has to replicate, dominate, and repeat. Lawrence in the pistol. This will seemingly be the end of quarter number 3. They get one more play off. Very dangerous. If you fumble, you give the ball back to the Vikings with a whole quarter down 4 here. That is the case. 38-34. Niners ball to start the 4th. Oh boy. Lawrence under center. Quick pressure by Minnesota. And Lewisine will wrap him up. 3rd and goal. Isaiah Likely left side. No good. And here we go. Biggest play of the game so far for the Vikings defense. Jordan Hicks moving around. Lawrence to throw. It's picked up by Jordan Hicks in what the kids would call a 100% user. Jordan Hicks with the pick. Doubles back towards Tyreek Hill. Now Minnesota with an opportunity from the gun. Give Dalvin. Dalvin room to run. Dalvin up the middle left side, and he'll get down near the 30. Woo! What a run by Dalvin. And by cooking, we mean getting yards. For those of you that need layman's terms instead of NFL lingo. Jackson Smith and Jigba move man in motion left to right slot. It's another give Dalvin, and he is just cooking up a storm here. Dalvin jukes a guy out of his cleats, and my goodness, Dalvin is taking control of this game single-handedly since the fumble. Almost 100 yards of offense through the air and on the ground. Dominant performance here, 4th quarter, Dalvin Cook. Mahomes tries to get him to jump. Looks like Bosa flinched. No flag. Big hit on that defensive line. And that will be a minimal gain of 4. Even when Dalvin looks like he's going to get nothing, he gets something. To the Niners, they'll call an audible. Mahomes will move pieces around. Get the snap. It's a give. Dalvin able to score. He does. Dalvin Cook touchdown. Minnesota will take the lead just under 10 minutes left. Wowzers. This for a 3-point lead. It's good. Holy moly, Minnesota. 93 yards off 7 plays. But if the season continues and we go to the Super Bowl for the first time in this franchise, Minnesota will be playing for quite the astute opportunity. Mahomes to throw. Not Mahomes. Batted away! Trevor Lawrence throws left side. Darian Chest. Not in there, forcing a punt. Watch the fake. We've been faked out before. Caleb Evans in fake punt formation. The punt is watched. It is real. And it is away. Tyler Harrell. 9 minutes left. No fair catch. Holds on to the ball. 3rd and 8. Mahomes from the empty set. Gets the snap. Looking. Throwing. Why would you do that, OBJ? The spin catch. And it's 4th and 4. Minnesota to punt. Mahomes just leaving it a bit short. Ryan Wright into punt. The bounce goes Minnesota's way. There is a flag. For now, it's down at the 1. It's holding. And it'll be a San Francisco ball from the 1 yard line. So from the 1, Lawrence to throw. Looking throw. Oh, Patrick Jones, you've got to make that pick. Patrick Jones with the pick. Opportunity. No, that would have put this thing away. Oh, my heavens. Randy having a heart attack. Oof. 5:52 remaining. Lawrence. Under center to throw again. Flushed. Big hit, holds onto the ball. 8 yards, 3rd and 2 now. You would think this would be 2 down territory for the Niners. Pump fake, quick throw. Oh, to Tyreek. Nobody can keep up with Tyreek on this team. Lewis Cini's giving chase, but it won't matter. Fuck! Now Mahomes under center. 2nd and 11. Snapped around. Looking. Throwing middle. Caught JJ. He will go down. 1st down Vikings. 2-minute warning. The 2-minute warning is hit. First and 10. From the 20, Minnesota put in a position with minutes remaining. Mahomes from the gun. Give JJ. Give Dalvin. Sorry, my heavens. Dalvin, nowhere to go. 1st down. Mahomes. Under center. Gets the snap. Has a man left side. Caught. Touchdown, Justin Jefferson. Under 2 minutes to play. My heavens. 3-point lead pending the kick. You can use your best. We'll use our best as well. Snap spot kick. Oh, it angles center. It's good. Minnesota leads 3 with 1:17 remaining. A pick, a fumble, a sack, a turnover will end this game and send Minnesota to the Super Bowl to play the Baltimore Ravens. One of the most tense games we've been a part of. Randy's definitely getting fined for some of the things he said here this evening. For IC or OOC, that is in character or out of character. 48-45, 1:17 left. Lawrence from the gun gets the snap. Throws. They're gonna call Harrison Phillips roughing the passer. Soft ass penalty. Lawrence from the gun. Snap corralled. Lawrence throws. Caught. Kyle Pitts left side. Now in field goal range. Just down 3 because of the penalty. Lawrence under center. He's going to throw. Lawrence throws. Picked off Javon Holland. Oh my heavens. This game. And I don't know why you just don't run in and take 3 and go to overtime. Javon Holland may or may not have just sealed the deal. You got to get 3 first downs if you're Minnesota. Mahomes gives Cook. Cook up the middle. First down, number 1 obtained across the 50. My head hurts. Holy fuck. Mahomes under center. Give Dalvin room to run. Gets the first. Goes down. Timeout number 2. You got this game in the bag, Minnesota. They will win and advance to their first Super Bowl in this franchise. 2 more kneel downs. There's one. Will be a timeout taken by... Nope, doesn't look like there will be. Minnesota could effectively end this game. One more kneel down. The countdown will be on, and we will go over post-game stats and preview Super Bowl. There it is. Count it down with us. Vikings country. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Victory. And there you have it. Very, very emotional moment for 49ers fans. The NFL Films crew taking one last look at Levi Stadium. That site being home for the 49ers for years and years. The final game ends with a heartbreaking Niner loss there at the end. Javon Holland subsequenting for Harrison Smith, arguably one of the best safeties in Minnesota Vikings history, will put this thing away. And Minnesota has stamped their ticket to the Super Bowl of the 2024-2025 season. We'll get into these player stats. Get you back to the main screen and preview said Super Bowl. Before Patrick Mahomes, he was 24-30. It is 80% completion percentage, for those of you that didn't know how to do math, or somebody didn't look over here. 354 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. The highest number since coming back from injury. Rushing, Dalvin Cook, 38 carries, 278, 4 touchdowns, the 1 fumble. And Patrick Mahomes, 5 for 18, 1 fumble as well. JJ 1 for 5 on the pesky end rounds. Justin Jefferson, 9 catches, 170 yards, and 3 gritties against the 49ers, formerly from Santa Clara City. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 7 for 80. Odell Beckham Jr., 4 for 4. Dalvin Cook, 3 for 52. TJ the Hawk Hawkinson, 1 for 8. Nobody cares about blocking. Going to go to defense, look at total tackles. And the Minnesota Vikings have a hyper double. Of course, that means 5 players on the defense with double-digit tackles. Javon Holland, Jordan Hicks with 13. Cine, Awuzie, and Kendricks each with 10. Witherspoon had 8. Chestnut. Andre Carter with 7. Caleb Evans, Danielle Hunter with 4. Harrison Phillips with 3. Jaquelin Roy with 2. DJ Wanham, Dalvin Cook apparently with 1. Tackles for loss, we had a bunch. Andre Carter, Lewis Cine with 3. Hicks with 2. Roy, Hunter, Phillips each with 1. 3 quarterback sacks today. Danielle Hunter, Harrison Phillips, and Andre Carter. So the starters of the defensive line getting work done. 5 interceptions in today's game by the Vikings defense. Javon Holland, the dagger at the end, the heartbreaker for the Santa Clara natives. There at the end, Darian Chestnut. Awuzie, Kendricks, and Hicks each had 1 as well. Jordan Hicks there at the end zone with the 100% user as well. Pass deflections, we had 2 by Witherspoon. What a stat line he's put together since coming over here. Patrick Jones, TJ Wanham, JJ had to turn into a defender there. Javon Holland and Darian Chestnut each with 1. Chidobe Awuzie forced a fumble picked up by Eric Kendricks. No block kicks, no safeties, and no defensive touchdowns for your NFC champion Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph, easy day. No field goals. Missed the 1 extra point on the doink early. Brian Wright, 3 punts, 148, netting 141. One of them going, two of them rather, going inside the 20. So a good day for the big man punter. This Super Bowl bound presentation was a presentation of the NFL on the SSN. Any rebroadcast, redistribution, or reusage of said broadcast is strictly prohibited. Without, of course, the express written consent of the SSN, the NFL, or any of its subsidiaries. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you in just a minute. And hello and welcome back, not to the main screen just yet, but to the yearly transactions. It is, of course, Coach Firing Monday. We're not going to say the other name. Jets sign head coach Jamie Rodriguez. It is not known what he will be doing for the franchise. We're assuming head coach, but they might put him at defensive or offensive coordinator. The Ravens last week signed former Minnesota Viking Quez Watkins to a 1-year, $3.25 million deal. So Quez Watkins will go against his former squad for much of the season this year in the Super Bowl. They also, to make room, released Terrence Marshall Jr., who had some dropping issues. We'll get you back to the main screen. It is Pro Bowl week. We will take a look at the Pro Bowl roster. Trevor Lawrence is QB number 1. Anthony Richardson on the AFC side. You got Stafford and Jones, the backups, and then Prescott and Wilson. So Patrick Mahomes not getting any love here this year. My heavens, despite, well, I guess it makes sense. He has more important things to do. Bijan Robinson in at running back number 1. There's Taylor, right side. Ezekiel Elliott and Derrick Henry, Barkley and Chubb to round out the running backs for the Pro Bowl teams. Ingold and Horvath, Bush and Juszczyk, Tyreek and DK Metcalf, Jalen Waddle, Taj Boyd, Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, A.J. Brown and Michael Pittman, Demis and Quentin Johnston will round out, Hopkins and Burks rather, will round out the wide receivers for the Pro Bowl team. Is Schultz and Andrews, Hurst and Henry.
Thank you very much, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Hey, you didn't. Oh, come on. You ain't got to do all that. Why you do that for? Thomas and Stanley, the left tackles, number 1. Smith and Tunsil, the number 2s. Guards, Jenkins and Nelson, Jackerson and Betonio. Centers of Ragnow, Humphrey, Jensen, Andrews. Right guards, Martin McCoy, Lindstrom, and Onwenu, however you want to say it. The typical names you would most likely see here: Wirfs and Becton, Brian O'Neill, former Viking, and Smith to round out the offensive line. Left ends, Burns, Young, Hutchinson, Basham. Right ends, of course, Bosa and Hendrickson, Murphy and Johnson. Defensive tackles, Allen, Jones, Payne, and Buckner. Tui Pelotu, or Tui Polutau, however you want to say it, Pelotu. And Smith will round out the defensive tackles. Allen, Gregory, Floyd, and Watt. Warner, Walker, Bush, and Lloyd. Thibodeau, Landry, Parsons, the pesky Parsons, and Milano will round out the linebackers. And then defensive backs of Lattimore, Campbell, Ward, Surtain, McDuffie, Marshall, Humphrey, Peters, McKinney, Simmons, Thornhill, Davis, Curl, Bell, Adams, Rapp, former Minnesota Viking Taylor Rapp. We'll round out the backfield, and then another 49er, Daniel Carlson and Borgallis. Johnston and Stonehouse will round out the kickers, and then the returners, Gibson, Sutton, Stoner, Mims. And there you have it, the 2024-2025 Pro Bowl lineup. And there you go. Minnesota victorious in what is Some would call retribution. Others would call fate. Others would call revenge. Randy calls it the better team making the plays towards the end of the game. Minnesota down 18 or 20. We're not sure. Either way, it was a 2-score game at one point. Coming back, Javon Holland putting the icing on the proverbial purple cake. And Minnesota is propelled to the Super Bowl for the first time in this franchise. We're going to get you ready and preview Super Bowl here 2024-2025 season. But before we do have some weekly awards to give out. NFC Offensive Player of the Week, Dalvin Cook, 38 carries, 278, 4-touchdown performance. NFC Offensive Player of the Week for him. And Chidobe Awuzie, 10 tackles, 1 pick, 1 forced fumble. NFC Defensive Player of the Week there. And on the other side, quite fitting, only 2 games left. It would be the 2 teams that won. Aaron Rodgers, 21-37, 393 passes, touchdowns, 1 pick. And Patrick Lightning Queen, 6 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 pick, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble forced, or recovered rather. Will notch them the AFC Offense and Defensive Players of the Week, respectively. Oh boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set. Super Bowl 59, Minnesota Vikings and Baltimore Ravens. Coming up this Sunday. Oh my heavens. So here we are. 1 game away from greatness. And a team that we have lost to in the preseason. Quite handedly, mind you. And teams are different from that day when we christened the Baltimore Ravens Stadium with the first preseason or regular season game taking place. And here we are at the end. So we start the season against Baltimore and we end the season against Baltimore. Quite fitting. How poetic. Getting you back to the main screen before we let you go, we do have some yearly awards to give out. Super Bowl 59 right around the corner. The NFL MVP, of course, is Aaron Rodgers. JJ right there, though. The Coach of the Year, Kyle Shanahan, coached his team into the playoffs and into the NFC Championship game. And for the NFC, the Offensive Player of the Year, no doubt about it, the best wide receiver in football as far as the NFC side goes. Justin Jefferson, the Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, no surprise, it is Nick Bosa. Offensive Rookie Marvin Harrison, somebody the Vikings were touting this past offseason and just slid down to the Packers. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jeremiah Trotter. So both Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Years coming out of the NFC North. Best QB apparently is Matthew Stafford. Patrick Mahomes' injury of 5 games really affected this. And the best QB was Matthew Stafford. Worthy of noting, better records of Trevor Lawrence and Patrick Mahomes underneath Matthew Stafford. Best running back, we all know it. Best running back in the NFL, Dalvin Cook. Best wide receiver, of course, JJ, Tyreek, Waddle, Cooper Kupp. A.J. Brown there as well. Best offensive lineman, Rashawn Slater. Best defensive lineman, Nick Bosa. Best linebacker, Kayvon Thibodeau. Or Thibodeau, however you want to look at it. And Chidobe Awuzie gets the best defensive back, filling in for Trayvon Diggs' absence. Best that he can. Best kicker, Greg Joseph. And on the AFC side, the overall best offensive player of the year goes to Aaron Rodgers. Littered with Ravens up there on the top. Defensive player of the year, Trayvon Diggs. We miss you. Come back home. And, oh boy. Offensive rookie of the year, Trayvon Henderson. Out of the Texans. Defensive rookie of the year, Mason Smith. Best QB, Aaron Rodgers. Best running back, A.J. Dillon. Best wide receiver, Drake London. Best offensive lineman, Tyler Lindenbaum. Best defensive lineman, Aaron Donald. Best linebacker, Alex Highsmith. Best defensive back, Trayvon Diggs, we miss you. Best kicker, Andres Borgalis. Oh, my goodness. And it's all Ravens. Yes, indeed. Minus the kicker. Well, there's one more game left in the 2024-2025 season. It is Super Bowl 59, and it is the 15-2 Baltimore Ravens taking on the 13-4 Minnesota Vikings. You see the rating based by NFL experts. Minnesota's offense outweighs the Ravens' offense, and the Ravens' defense outweighs the Vikings' defense. So this should be quite the game here. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you in just one more week until Super Bowl 59. See you in the next one.